Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to give you the long-awaited flip through of my 2022 reading journal. And I tried many times to do this video in different ways, and I had to make it a shorter video. So I'm not really talking much about the books or the stuff that I've included in the journal. But if you have any questions, let me know. I can try to do something a little different where I go in depth of everything that I use here. So here you see those are my kind of like introduction pages. I don't even know what they call it, but then we have our future log, and as you can see, I didn't use it at all. uh, only like a quarter of the year was filled out. Then we have our my bucket list. I actually have a video where I went in and I printed all of the book covers, and I had them all nicely done here, glued. I printed them on sticker paper, and then I put them here, and it looks beautiful, but it was a lot. And the part of the reason that I did this was to encourage me to read these books in 2022. But I read very few of them. So I will not be doing this again, although it looks beautiful. It makes me happy every time I open my reading journal. But yeah, we're going to try something different. And this is my physical TBR. That's why I included those titles. Nothing that was coming up or releases I was waiting. This was just my physical TBR. Then I have my bookshelf, and surprisingly, I don't know how, I ran out of room. I actually read more books that I anticipated I was going to read, which, I mean, it's always great, but then I ran out of room, so I had to be creative and add some more bookshelves. And now, this is my goals. My goal was to read 40 books. I ended up reading 61. Again, very surprised. And yeah, that's about it. Now I have my authors I want to read, and basically this is just a list of authors and list of books in the next page of authors and books in my radar that I want to read. Here, this is a tracker that I just didn't do it. It was just, I never went back to fill that in. But now here I have my books read. So I only have the title of the book, and I have, if it was an audiobook, I have the hours, and if it was a physical book, I have the pages of the book. So it looks like right there I have the total amount of hours and pages that I read with the year. Here are some readathons that I thought I was going to follow, but I pretty much didn't. This is January. No title page or anything like that. Just went on to January. Nothing fancy. But I love those stickers though. And I had plans for that page, but then I don't know what happened. Here, this is my first book of the year. And I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but I just love that book. So I was just giving it 5 stars. Like if I could give it all the stars, I would give it. It was an amazing book. And like I said here, I'm just going to show you basically the books. I printed the books using a Sprocket. This is an HP Sprocket. And as you can see, I pretty much followed the same setup. I had a calendar. I wanted to register the days that I was reading and the format that I was using, and then I would go into the actual book that I'm reading and a little bit of details of the book. If it was a really good book, or if I just have to write something about it, it was just so good. I just write a little bit more. March, I had to do a bluey theme. because both myself and my kids are obsessed with Bluey. It is such a cute cartoon. It's on Disney Plus. It's from Australia, and oh my God, I love Bluey. I love Bingo, and if you've never played Keepy Uppy, you need to do yourself a favor and play Keepy Uppy. It's just the best game out there, and yeah, like I said, this is just some of the spreads that I have here are drawings that I made myself. And I actually have, in the beginning of the year, I have a bunch of videos where I went in and I showed you how I created the spreads. So if you go back in, I'll try to tag some of them, but if you go back, you will see some videos where I kind of walked you through the spread as I was doing it. But as the year went on, I had to stop that because of time. I didn't have time to do it for every single spread. So, I mean, it happens, you know. I'm still really happy for the ones that I actually completed, and I was able to record them and put them in the channel. But um, yeah, I couldn't do it for everyone. This is a page I messed up, and when it comes to your journal, sometimes you can just put pretty paper on top of it and fix it. But I messed it up so bad that I actually walked away from my journal for a little bit. But it's all good. We put pretty paper on top of it, and now it's better. Now we have May, the spreads of May. I did a cherry blossom tree. And in May, I participated in the Asian readathon. And so you would have to read as many books as you want to, or you can, um, from Asian authors. And the idea is to try to get different countries and not just focused on one one country. But I I think I accomplished. I wish I could have read a lot more, but I I think I did okay. Some of the books that I read were picture books, and the reason that I picked these books were because, first of all, they were recommended by my librarian at my local library, and I also wanted to share something with my kids. So we read them together and we talked about them. It was very nice to get to know different cultures and their traditions. So I made that a part of of the readathon as well. Dial A for Aunties. This was one of the funniest books I've read all year. I was laughing out loud. And I really like this spread. It's a pity that Marina was not one of my favorites of the year, but the spread came out really nice. Then for June, I had to do a Pokemon theme because my kids are obsessed with Pokemon. So here you have a couple of drawings that my kids made, and then I drew Squirtle. That's my favorite. Uh, so if you have a favorite Pokemon, please put it in the comments. But yeah, there's Pokemon cards all over my house. They're everywhere, and they have a big collection. The Hacienda, this is such a good book. It's so creepy. The Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School. What a wonderful YA book. Um, oh my goodness. Yes. Daughter of the Moon Goddess, another wonderful book. This is adult though. So Violeta by Isabel Allende. I mean, I don't know. Um, Isabel Allende just does it again. Her writing is impeccable. I need to read more from her. And now we have July. I did kind of like a Mandela thing. This elephant, I actually got the printable from an Etsy store. and then I just colored it. There is a video of that one if you would like to see it. You can go back in and watch that one. Now this is where it's a little patchy. It gets interesting after this because there's a lot of empty spaces, and this is when things got a lot busier at home, with school, with just trying to figure out my portfolio, just family life, everything. Um, so you're going to see a lot of empty spaces, and that doesn't mean that I don't love the books that I was reading. It's just that I was not having the time to go back and complete the spreads. I still printed the images of the covers in the Sprocket because I had already started that and I wanted to finish the year with it. And each of these books, I wanted them to have a space in my journal. So I went back, I printed all the covers. I wasn't reading as much because again, life was very busy. But the whatever I was reading it as audio, and I was not doing much with my reading journal. Uh, as you can see, there's trackings that are completely empty, nothing in them. Una Suerte Pequeña by Claudia Piñero. I don't know if there's a translation for this book. She's an Argentinian author, and that book broke me completely. Witchlings, oh, what a wonderful middle grade book. As you can see here, I listened to Finding Me by Viola Davis. Oh my god, one of the best memoirs I've read in a very long time. Then I have September, which I created a front page, like a cover page for the month, and I never finished it. And here I was trying to make like a waterfall effect or something like that, and that's as far as I got. And like I said, I just wanted to make sure I had the books included in here, so when I go back, I can see the covers of the books. I can, at least I can see, the month that I read it and all of that. And if I do have the chance to go back and fill anything in, I will. In October, I read Brujas or Witches by Brenda Lozano, and I think if I would have to pick a favorite book of the whole year, it would have to be Brujas. Oh, what an excellent book. That was her writing. Oh my goodness. I can't even think right now. But now we have December. I did the cover page and I did not color it in. Here we have Victoria's drawings because of course we have to have some of Victoria's drawings in here. Just included in there, sporadically here and there. More books that I did not finish the spread. And I finished the year with Paula by Isabel Allende. What a way to finish the year. That was incredible. Here's where I had planned to put all my statistics after the year. But like I said before, I read 61 books. And then we have some of my favorites. These are not all of my favorites. I just had these printed already, so I put them in here. But like I said before, I'm pointing at Brujas by Brenda Lozano. It's witches. There is a translation if you are interested in reading that one in English. It's so good. Here, this was supposed to be like a reflection of the year. Nothing. And then again, Victoria's drawing, because of course, if there's a blank page, she's going to take it. These things, I found them on Pinterest, I think, just the random images that I have. And then I have another image of Bluey, which I had to take she's holding a book. So it's perfect for my reading journal. And that is it. That is my flip through. I know I didn't go in depth into any of the books, but if you would like to see something more in depth, me talking about more of the things that I use in the journal, or some of the things that I am, the books that I read this year, please let me know, and maybe we can work something out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for everyone's support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.